Throughout his commentaries, Shankara employs two related criteria, dependence and persistence, to determine what is real. He defines the real as that which does not change its nature, whereas what is unreal does change. The primary distinction here is change. Something which persists is more real than what is transient because what is transient is subject to negation. His canonical illustration is a clay pot. One may shape a substantial cause such as clay into new names and forms, from a lump to a pot to a plate. With each new form, the former is destroyed, yet the clay continues through each. This example illustrates his foundational discriminative reasoning of continuity and discontinuity, which determines the relationship of what persists and what does not persist between two things. Accordingly, the clay persisting through causation is relatively more real than the non-persisting lump, pot, and plate forms, because clay is not negatable. In this illustration, clay is analogous to Brahman, the underlying existence of the universe, and the pot is analogous to objects. Shankara also incorporates the persistence argument to show that one term, clay, is independent of another. Pot clay is more real based on independence in causation. The pot form arises out of the clay cause, is sustained by clay, and resolves back into clay upon its destruction. The pot depends on clay for its being. Its form and mass possess no objective existence apart from its clay substance. Therefore, the clay is more real based on a hierarchy of dependency. This hierarchical relationship reveals an asymmetrical dependence. Pot form depends upon clay substance for its being. But clay substance does not depend on the particular pot form. Shankara draws several important conclusions from this. 1. The metaphysical ground possesses more reality than the grounded effect. 2. The effect is wholly reducible to its causal ground, and 3. Therefore the effect is not different than its ground. Everything in the universe undergoes constant change. However, according to Shankara, objects cannot simply come into being and go out of being. They must depend on something else, some existent cause, for their being. Shankara argues that prior to universe emergence, when all objects, time, and space are unmanifest, only primordial indifferentiated existence exists. This existence is a single potential cause free of form, but even after the universe emerges, there is still just that single cause. It persists through all objects and causation, like the clay persists through its changing forms. He concludes that every object, including the universe itself, is a temporal artifact, simply a name nama and form rupa.